What's up, guys? Level and Diecast, bringing you a up-to-date video. Don't worry, I did not forget. Just picking the right models. Plus, I got to make sure I got them all. Today we are going to do the International Workstar Brush Fire truck. This one debuted 2010 mainline. Lot of fans of this casting. There's been some relative obscure versions here and there, so we'll roll through those. So this is the mainline debut here, Reinert County. Your standard red and white, looks like a fire truck. Unfortunately no chrome, but we did get some chrome later on, so not a big deal. That white cab part on the top is a separate piece, so when we get down to some later versions, this was retooled to make it easier and cheaper to assemble. Always unfortunate, but at least we still got it. We're going to move on to 2011 mainline, probably one of the most sought after versions, simply because it is a national parks livery. Everybody loves the national parks. Everybody. This is 2011 was still in its infancy of this tempo, and this was a really good one. This one still needs to be brought to the top when talk about the greatest versions of the national parks. Definitely this one for sure. In 2011, we also got it in a 5-pack. This 5-pack was, fire. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy, just standard fire. Looks a little bit, toned down just because the top piece being white and blends in with the body. It's not a separate color like it's been. But in 2011, we also got this in what they would consider DD, which means double diecast. This came out as a Lesney model, Lesney edition. So this has a metal base, metal body. Chrysalis County, I don't know if that's real or not, but I can tell you the yellow and the blue, not that great. Definitely looks like it's trying to be some type of show thing. Doesn't look like it's trying to be a fire truck. Obviously, we got tons of chrome, being that it's the Lesney edition. But, it's just, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It's nice having the metal base, though. So it's a pretty heavy model. It's a pretty heavy model as metal, but All right, we're gonna go on to 2012. This came in a Mission Force pack. You guys remember the Mission Force packs were, usually 1 or 2 Skybusters. Had one real working rig and then 2 or 3 standard mainlines. A combination of those. The original Mission Force always had at least 1 real working rig. I really wish that those still existed, but who knows? Maybe they'll actually come back as a good thing. I think that the Mission Forces were awesome. The decos were a little out there a little bit, but they're not bad. They're not bad. 2012, we also got this in a 5-pack. This came in the Brush Fire 5-pack. Again, 2012, 11, 12, 13-ish, that time frame, they were doing some crazy decos. So, crazy decos. We're just going to have to deal with those. Have to deal with the decos. It's a little difficult. They're not very realistic, but they're still good. Now, in 2013... there was a 60th anniversary model. This model came on a special card and came in a Protecto. This was sold exclusively through Amazon. Now, I believe the original intended purpose of this was to be a mail-away. Matchbox tried a few mail-aways during this era, and they all failed terribly because their products didn't move fast enough. So by the time that things got around to do a purchase for a mail-in, there was no time left for the mail-in. So it's quite unfortunate. This is a double diecast, so this is diecast base. Very, very nice model. I bought several of these when they came out. I do have a bunch of them carded somewhere. If I can find them, I will pull them out someday, show you guys. But this one's cracked open because it's part of the collection. So definitely a rare version for sure. Now, that was the only one we got in 2013. 2014, they modified the casting. So all that yellow is now one piece. There's not a separate piece for the top piece anymore, or the top of the cab is no longer a separate piece. It's all one piece. Obviously, to make it cheaper to assemble and to make it cheaper to sell. This version's not bad. It's county rescue. It's not licensed or anything like that. So nothing fancy. 2015. So 2015, we got a couple versions. So we're going to start with one version that people didn't think was ever going to come out. This is in the Supreme Heroes series. The first 5 or 6 models that came out were very widely available. They were everywhere, Toys R Us, yada, yada, yada. But the second set, there was a lot of rumors that it wasn't coming out. It got canceled. And then all of a sudden, it just blew up. It just showed up, and it was just everywhere. And these models just flew off the shelf. They were really good models. They were way better than the first set. There were several in there. Just really, really good stuff. Really good stuff. People really gravitated towards those a lot. And these have, of course, rubber tires. It does not have double die cast, which is unfortunate, but this is Roanoke livery on there. It's a licensed livery. Really, 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 really nice. This is by far the best this model's ever looked in its entire range. Now, in 2015, still in 2015, the actual main line came in this white, and it just looked cheap. Just with the clear windows, the very basic Tampo, white. I mean, we did get chrome, which was a good thing, but it just looked very, very plain. It just looked cheap to me. Now, we also got this in a playset. This showed up in a playset. Now, the reason that I bring up that for the playset is because the playset got the bigger 6-spoke utility wheel rather than that regular 6-spoke utility wheel. So there was a wheel variation on it. It only showed up in the playset. I believe in other parts of the world it may have come on some blisters or something like that, but at least here in the US, you had to get a playset to get that one. All right. Now, after 2015, we didn't see this model for 3 long years. And then in 2018, we got it in the main line. I'm sorry, we got this in a 5-pack. Wildfire Rescue. This Mount Yuhan version is really good. I love the black and red. I think it's a good combination. This one obviously doesn't look cheap as a result. Now, what you'll notice on this is that the base is metal. So this is one thing I forgot to mention when they did the casting change. The entire top end is plastic. So this model is like 75% plastic, which is unfortunate. But it is a big model. There's a lot of space for metal. That's kind of what it took, which is, again, super unfortunate, but it is what it is. Now, we did not see this in 2019. And then last year, 2020 mainline, it popped up again in Los Angeles County Fire Department deco. Very, very nice. I love the contrast with the gray interior. I think that looks very good against the red. Very good. Absolutely love it. Now, being that this is a popular model, and we've seen this as recently as last year, I wouldn't be surprised to see this show up potentially in a 5-pack or maybe even as in a 9-pack or something like that as an exclusive. We'll see. I definitely would like to see more versions. It's a good model. One of the better fire trucks Matchbox has ever done. Plus, it's licensed. Bunch of wins on there. So, there you go, guys. That brings you up to date on the International Workstar Brush Fire truck. Hope you guys find something that you're missing or learn something new. That's what we're here for. So we're going to roll out and get you going on some more up-to-dates. And we'll catch you next time here at Level M Diecast. Peace.